Hello, welcome in everybody, and good morning. Here, I'll show you my hair. Hold on, where's my chat screen? It's like floof. It's just floof. You can actually not even see how floofy it is, but it's like seriously floofy. But anyway. So, this morning we're going to start with a game called Crime O'Clock. And my thing DC'd. Really? Really? Game? Did it connect? Okay, it says it's reconnected. Okay. Oh my gosh, what a great morning. Let me just tell you. I show off my floofy hair, and it disconnects me. It doesn't like floofy hair. So, we go from here. So this game is called Crime O'Clock. I know very little about it. All I know is that they sent me a key, and they were interested in playing it. Words are hard this morning. So we're gonna play the tutorial first. It looks really cute. Yeah, it's extremely floofy. I can't do anything with it. So we are going to do this tutorial because it's the only thing we have access to just now. And we'll see what this game's all about. Loading. It's got a kind of a cute soundtrack though. I've been sitting here listening to it for a while. The Apartment in Pink. Okay. Let's review the fundamentals so that we can prepare you for your final test. It's time to show me your skills of deduction, detective. I recreated a short criminal case inspired by a true story archived in my database. Don't worry though, I'll follow you step by step. Oh, what fun. Here's our case. A mysterious thief broke into a fashion model's loft and stole one of her famous jewels. There's a catch, though. According to the true timeline, the crime hasn't happened yet. So our task is to preserve the integrity of the time flow. To do that, we have to learn exactly what happened and find the right order of events. We can't interfere with the past, so we have to be sure our actions won't create further paradoxes. Well, that's fun. First step in any investigation is to find the crime scene. Zoom in and take a close look at the map and observe the details better. Okay. Oh, fun. Look at all these little cartoons. Oh, this is so cute. Perfect. The best way to find a clue is to zoom in. Now we have to select an element and let the system verify it. If it's actually a clue, it'll be highlighted. Okay. To select an element, press and hold until the system answers. Right now, though, we need to find the victim, our fashion model. Can you find her? Hello, it's circled. Victim. Cool. Great job, detective. Here's our model. As you can see, she's reporting the theft to a police officer. If we look closely, we can usually find more clues. She's pointing somewhere, probably toward her apartment. Let's see if we can find it. Remember to observe things carefully. We can guess directions and trajectories by assembling the details. Try to follow an imaginary line from the model's arm. It will lead you to her apartment. One last thing, only for this case to help you focus on the right area, highlighting the zone where the case takes place. So I have to find it on the next ones. Okay. Find the apartment. Okay. I'm guessing it's this thing. No. This one? Up here? Hey, found it. It's been burgled. There it is. Everything has been turned upside down and the door is broken. The thief is unfortunately gone. It will be almost impossible to locate a thief if we know nothing about, especially in a crowd. Thankfully, my mainframe lets us examine the case from different points in time. Those points are called ticks, and they're frozen, fixed moments in time. It isn't ideal, but a collection of ticks is our only way to experience the past. Let's go back one tick and look for more information. Done. Now we've gone back in time. As you can see, the whole map has changed. Moving back and forth in time, it's possible to observe the movements, and the actions of the city's inhabitants. For example, the model's apartment is still intact. The thief hasn't entered it yet. Let's take a look. The thief is bound to be nearby. Okay, I have to find the thief. I'm guessing it's this guy who looks like a thief. Good find. Well, maybe I was a bit too distracted and bit too didactic in creating this simulation, but you have to admit, our suspect has everything. Dark jumpsuit, balaclava, and our crowbar. He definitely isn't a heating technician. Let's move forward in time and see if he's really our thief. Remember, we have to be 110% sure of our theories before we take any action to restore the timeline. Okay, jump forward. This tick was recorded right after the jewel was stolen. See if our not a heating technician is close by. Pay attention though, sometimes characters change their clothes or appearance between ticks, especially if they're about to do something suspicious. Okay. How do I get these things to go away? Or do I? Oh, here he is. He's on his way. Changed. Found him. He's leaving the crime scene and he's taken off his balaclava. Clever. Let's jump forward. Tick 6. Keep following our definitely not a heating technician. You can interact with me at any time. If there's a light bulb icon, I have a hint for you. Okay, so do I have to click the hint? I'm assuming I have to click the hint. Pull. The suspect is running down the avenue next to the canal. Okay. Close the hints. Here he is. It's like a hidden picture game, only with color and... I don't know, this is fun. He's walking towards the watercourse, but what for? Let's jump forward. Detective, we need to continue the hunt for our suspect. Often the solution to an investigation involves chases and surveillance duties. Okay. He's right here. He's talking to a rat. The gift of love. Here's our thief. Have you seen him? He's holding the loot, the stolen jewel, and he's giving it to a giant rat? ... Maybe this detail was a bit different in the original story, but that doesn't matter. AI has the right to some creative freedom, after all. Okay. Now that we've caught him red-handed, we can be sure that he's our culprit and send a report back in time to the local police and have him arrested. To them, it will appear just like a message in one of their terminals. They won't have a clue about our involvement. We couldn't prevent the crime, but we restored the correct course of history. Just remember this, we aren't basic police officers. Our job is not to prevent crimes and save the innocent. Instead, our task is to protect the true timeline. Solved. 7 minutes, 32 seconds. Go me. Great job, Detective. Now you're in for the final test. That was impressive for a first try, or should I say they were right in choosing you for this job. However, there's still something to be done before you can become a full-fledged detective. The Kobayashi test, your final test. Press play to begin your final test. The enigmatic lime drink. Okay. This is your final test. Prove your skills and you'll be a full-fledged defender of the true timeline. You'll face the reconstruction of a real case recorded in my database. Crime that should never have happened and was prevented by other operatives in the past. I'm sure you'll manage to demonstrate your detective skills by solving it. A gruesome crime has been committed in the cloister of this city's ancient university. We have a lifeless victim. Find him. We'll start on your mark. Okay. Find the crime scene. Hold on, I think I already see it. This guy. Daniel Marone. There he is. On my archive, his name is Daniel Marone. He was an archaeology professor and author of international bestsellers. His books, in less than a century, will be the foundation of a cultural revolution. We can't let him leave the realm of the living like this, not just for the sake of libraries, but to preserve the true timeline. What's that, Detective? Check this out. A jack-in-the-box came out of the book. They were still legal in those barbaric times. The puppets, I mean. Preposterous. There's more, though. A lime-scented drink has been spilled on the ground. What exactly happened here? Was the drink poisoned? Was it a severe case of puppet-induced phobia? We have to find out, but how? Well, as your AI assistant, I'm equipped with cutting-edge subroutines and analytical tools, most of which can be used for free with your current subscription plan. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Universal biochemical analysis subroutine loaded correctly. Welcome to my world. Now you're looking at reality through my systems. This is how I perceive everything, excuse me. Even emotions, and as you can see, no puppets. What a relief. I've activated a universal analysis tool. With it, we can extract biochemical and biometrical data from any crime scene, both from animate and inanimate subjects. For instance, in this case, we can use it to determine if the death occurred due to poisoning. Try your luck. Okay, so we have clues. Biological samples. So, how do I do this? I don't know how to do this. Oh. Now can I put it over here? Good morning, Bruges. No, this one goes over here. This one goes over here. This one goes over here. Okay, I get it. Do what? Absolutely. Okay. So what did we find out? Analysis report negative. No poison is present in the body. I knew it. It's the puppet's fault. You can never trust those scoundrels. But how did the puppet end up in the book? We need you to reconstruct his day to find other clues. Let's follow him back in time until we discover how he came into possession of the book. Find the professor. Okay. Found a birdie. Let's see, where is he? I'm assuming he'll be in the library. It's basically like a hidden picture type thing. Kind of. Who is this guy? Definitely not the professor. Is this him? No. Have to head to quilting, so you need to leave a lurk. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. Alrighty, Sebi. Have a fun quilting time. I always wanted to try quilting. Is it this guy? No. You would think... No poison. We already discovered that. There's a bird. Got a hint. The future victim is in the vicinity of the university cloister. Okay. So he's near there. This is kind of fun, actually. Look at the monkey. What is this dude doing on top of the building? Oh my gosh, there's so much fun things happening. Maybe he is... Yeah, the look of this game is super cool. I really do like it. That is definitely not the professor. Because this is apartments over here. So you would think he would be around in here somewhere. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing him. Maybe this is him? No. This guy? Alright, let's get another clue. Seated on a bench, sipping his lime drink. Okay. Makes me want to work on sketching more. Yeah, I agree. I picked up the pencil again this week and tried drawing a slug, and it was fun. I love that. Okay, so I'm looking for a dude on a bench with a drink. Do we see a dude on a bench with a drink? Not really. Oh, she's still got her thing over there. Maybe. He should be near where he was. I'm just not seeing him. Oh, I found him. Ta-da! He's sitting next to the elephants. Let's go back. Okay, now what do I do? Find the professor. So he went to there. Where did he come from to get to there? He's here. He walked And he sipped his drink. Okay, so where did he come from to get there? Okay, now we actually know what he looks like. Here he is. He got the book from the vendor. Jack in the book. Aha! What are you thinking, detective? Yes, I believe you're right. If he obtained this strange book from this even stranger librarian, we may have found our murderer. We should investigate. Okay. Database match subroutine loaded correctly. The identity of a person isn't always contained in my archives. I only have the memory of people who, for some reason, are considered important for specific historical events. Fortunately, with the match tool, we can reconstruct the information of any person whose face is at least partly visible. Okay, identify the librarian. Identity. Okay, wait, I gotta... that one. Wait. Haha. Okay. Figured out that puzzle. Okay, now... who is it? Umberto Ego. We now know the librarian, a retired university professor who still collaborates with the library. He wrote a single book, an obscure and enigmatic text called Ra and the Pendulum. Still, he and Danielle had nothing in common except they worked at the same university. That isn't enough for a murder, I guess. Let's go back in time and see where Umberto got the strange jack-in-the-box. Okay. Alright. So, he's there. Let's see if we can figure out where he is before that. That's not him. There he is. Mystery box. Makes you want to color? I know. Isn't that true? There's actually another game that you solve stuff through coloring, and it's really cool looking. Let's find the librarian. I'm assuming he came... here he is. Book machine. Finally, we have an interesting clue. Roberto is in front of a book delivery point, and he's picking up some to take to the stand at the university. At the time, students borrowed books, and when they had finished their exams, they returned their books to a machine that collected and cataloged them. It's an old-fashioned but effective system. However, the most interesting thing is that it recorded the personal data of those who requested and returned books. Unfortunately, though, it's all encrypted. Luckily, there's a decryption system in my toolkit. Of course there is. Okay. Detective, we don't know for sure how to translate most ancient texts and codes. For that reason, we developed this tool. While it can't give you a literal translation of ancient writings, it can be used to decipher the general meaning of almost everything. Try it. I love coloring, I always have. I used to doodle at art posters with markers way back in the day. Reminds you of some of those. Yeah, I actually have a whole stack of coloring books, and I got some new markers. And I keep planning on coloring, but I keep not having time. You were off by 5 seconds, Bruce. Okay, so... Q... W... E... R... Nope, that's not it. So, Q... W... No, E... Q... Q... W... E... Oh, I just went the wrong way. I see. Well, that's a fun game. Yay! Smokey! Here it is. The last student who returned the strange book was somebody named Roberto Beniamo. Beniamino? Now we have that data, we can trace the phone number, find out where he is. Yeah, he just won simoleons. That's the way to start the stream. Seven. So the roll thing is one of the games that we have. The other game we have is this one. If you put in heist and a bet between 100 and 1000, you can start a heist every 5 minutes. The roll is every 10 minutes, and you can either lose 500 or 5000 if you're unlucky and get a 1, which is a failure, technically in D&D terms. And if you get a 20, it's a critical success, at which point you win 50,000 simoleons. So it used to be like, I forget how much it was. I think it was win 1,000 and lose like 100 or something. I don't know. I bumped it up because it was more fun that way. So yeah, and the next game I'm adding is a dueling game. And if you're curious how much simoleons you have, you can type in that. Goodness, I have a lot. And if you want to know what your lurker age is, you type in that. That's basically, the lurker age is how long you've been here. You have to have been here at least 60 minutes to play the games. So, you're a teenager, Smokey, but I love that for you. Fishing would tell you how big the fish you caught if it was successful. Fun. I have some other games I'll be adding, but Duel is the next one to be added. And then after that, we'll probably do one of the other ones too. But I figure if I add them, one at a time and take some time in between it, we have time to get used to that game and make sure the settings are correct before I add the next one. I do have an ad starting in about 5 minutes, so if you are not subbed, you'll have that, and I will try to pause during that time. We don't even need tools because the 21st century smartphone was practically an open window into its owner's life. Well, this is true. Identify the student who returned the strange book. Let's do this. Okay, so he called there. Or did he? Okay, and then he called here. And his phone is there. Okay. You're a teen! Woohoo! Now you can be a rebel. Here he is, our Roberto Beniamo, buying a super maxi burger, whatever that is. I love the text in this game, it's really funny. Roberto was the last person who had access to our strange book, so it could be a solid trail. Let's follow him until we find a moment in time when he still has the book with him. Let's go back. Okay. Looking for dude with very furry hair. Like mine. Today, at least. Should be near. Here he is. I believe. He doesn't have the book, though. He's walking. I'm a walking here. Okay, let's go back another tick. And where did he come from? Guessing it's this way? Could be over here. Here he is. Hey, He must have just returned the book. We have to go just a little bit further back in time. Okay. Let's see, where is he now? You would think he would have come from this way. But I don't see... Didn't think so. This guy? No, maybe he changed clothes? I mean, we do have a hint, but I don't want to use it right this second. I have not given up yet. He shouldn't be too far from there, actually. You would think. Where was he? Alright, let's do a clue. Our suspect is enjoying the beautiful sunny day. Okay. Maybe he's at a park? Where would the park be? There he is. He's pranking. Here he is. He's preparing his Jack in the Book. I believe Roberto only wanted to stage an innocent prank, but he started a dangerous chain of events. Coincidences are the most devious threat to the true timeline. They can go unnoticed and are the weapon of choice for those who want to disrupt the correct flow of time. We can't influence the past in any meaningful way, but we can send messages to any technological device. I'll notify the police the student is damaging public property in the form of our book. They'll show up, scolding a little bit, but that will be enough to prevent a dangerous chain reaction. Solved. 21 minutes, 57 seconds. I love it. I'm proud of you. You finished the test. Please remember this was only a simulation. Our fictional Roberto didn't have knowledge or the means to attack the true timeline. You can be sure that others can and will, and they like using unsuspecting people like Roberto to start chain reactions capable of disrupting the proper time flow. This is a concern for another time. First, let's celebrate your successful completion of the test. Detective, congratulations. You are now a fully fledged operative agent. I suggest that you relax a little bit. Disturbances in the true timeline are extremely rare. Alert! New Nexus event detected. I'm afraid your relaxing is over. A new Nexus event is corrupting the true timeline. What's a Nexus event? Alas, there's no time to explain. It's bad. Really bad. Imagine life as you know it stopping instantaneously. An entire age of your history collapses. We have to act swiftly. Detective, let's go. The Red Blood Stained Band. Pay attention now because now we mean business. This is a real case, not a simulation. Something terrible is happening. My quantum scanners have picked up a very strange signal. Records of crimes that were never supposed to happen are somehow forming within my database. We have to act. And we have a would you rather. Would you rather spend the rest of your life with a sailboat as your home or an RV as your home? RV. 100%. I'm not 100% happy on boats. Oh, that's a good question, Detective. Why crimes, you ask? Well, altering the course of history through violence and deception is by far the easiest way, because time tends to correct itself when it's given a chance. So, Smokey, the moral of the story is you and I can just travel the country in an RV and we'd be happy. However, it's pretty hard to fix something when your key actor is out of the picture or worse. Well enough with the explanations. Let's go. Based on my readings, I can say we have a murder. The victim should be somewhere on the castle grounds. Okay. Castle. That looks like a chapel. This is a castle up here. Let's see if we can find a dead guy. Here? Found him. His name is Axel Blood. There's the victim fallen beneath a spotlight. Axel Blood, the lead singer of the Blood Axles. He shouldn't have died in this day. Also, in the pizza incident, their next album will be a worldwide success. There's some bangers on it. Oh goodness. So let's get to work saving Axel. Have you noticed, Detective, I installed a language pack that lets me speak as a true denizen of the information age. It'll be fun. Back to our investigation. Something must have cut the cord and caused the spotlight to fall. But what? Look around and see if you can find any misplaced sharp object. Misplaced sharp object. Am I right or wrong? This guy looks a lot like Slash, and he's got a guitar. And they call the main guy Axel. That's really funny, actually. Okay, misplaced sharp items. Wait. There's an arrow up there. Ah, a bolt. Are you familiar with this ancient murder weapon? It was fired by a ranged weapon called a crossbow. The tech was very clever for its time. Let's rewind time and look for the one who shot it. The goblins knew we were coming and were waiting for you as soon as you showed. Everyone was captured. Everyone needs time to regroup. Please wait 5 minutes before the next attack. You know, Smokey, that's a good point. I should put that join in information in the first message when people start the heist. Hold on. I bet I can do that really easily. Games. Edit. Start settings. Started. Edit command. Oh, it's already in there. Durr. I think. Yeah, it should be in there. Okay. User joined. I wonder if I should put it in that too. Hold on. Okay, let's close that. Where's the other command? Yeah, we all got captured, so... Okay, save that. There. Now it should have the directions in when people join in. Alright. Before proceeding, because I have a feeling that solving this case will have to keep track of many notions, give me a second. Okay. Done. I've installed a new tool, the case journal. Okay. It's up there. Okay. So it just gives us the information we've already had happen. Okay. What's this? Oh, I can turn... Thank God, I figured out how to turn off the markers. Okay, so they're all having fun. Can I go back a tick? No, I think I'm at the right place. So I need to find out who shot the crossbow. Looking for a guy with a crossbow. Look at all the little metalheads down here. Bunch of goobers. This guy's just angry. Why is this funny looking little worm guy? That's really cute. This chick's just sitting here knitting. Aha! Dude with crossbow. Oz Bones. There's our possible suspect. He has a crossbow in his hands at a point just before Axel was murdered. He's Oz Bones, a former member of the band. Officially, he left them due to artistic differences, but there was a gossip about fights over royalties on record sales. Let's follow him to study his movements in the moments after the murder. We need to know whether he's linked to the death. Okay, so we're going to zoom forward. Okay, so he shoots it. Close this and see where he goes. I would assume he's running away. Wouldn't you? This guy just stole somebody's purse. I think it's this guy. Nope. Little... Are these the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Look, they're coming out of a sewer. Next to a little blind rat. That's kind of funny. Who lost their coat? Oh, here he is. Got him. It's definitely Slash's doppelganger. That's exactly what I thought. Okay, now what? Keep following the suspect. Okay. So he's there. Where does he go after that? You would think he would want to get rid of his crossbow. So where would he take it? Oh, there's a band member thing up here. Oh wait, I didn't mean to click. Where was he last? He was here last. So I would think he would keep going this way. Unless he turned this way? I don't know where he would be going. Don't seem to be fast. He seemed to be more interested in hiding. Okay, where would he go to hide? Newsstand? No. Let's see. So what does he look like? Big old beard. He's not going very fast. That's not him. I didn't think so. What is this dude doing? I don't know. I truly don't see where he would have gone, unless it's this guy? I don't think so. Oh, look at this kid with the ice cream cone. What's the next clue? He's hidden in a crowd. The only crowd I remember is up here. Oh, he stole somebody's hat. You naughty little dude. Hey, Gibbs, how are you today? He's hidden in the marching band which is crossing the street, and he's no longer carrying the crossbow. Yep, this is suspicious. If we find the crossbow, we can analyze it by comparing the grooves impressed on the bolt and those left by the crossbow drum. That way we can determine whether it's the murder weapon. Okay, we need to find out where he hid the weapon. Okay, so it would be somewhere between here and there. Right? Right? No, what does the hint say? He stashed the crossbow before he hid among the marching band. That's what I was thinking. Where? Where would you stash a crossbow? Between there and there. Wasn't this thing open previously? Hold on. Back here? You would think it would be noticeable. Okay, so he went from there to there. I truly don't see it. He's cunning. He hid the crossbow in a moving vehicle. Oh, really? We need to find a moving vehicle. It's here. I was not looking far enough away. Macro details scanner subroutine located correctly. Let's compare the grooves impressed on the arrow found at the crime scene left by those by the crossbow's drum. If they coincide, we have the murder weapon. Okay, so this is not quite right. I mean, it looks right. Wait. That looks right too. Aha. Analyze the crossbow. It is the murder weapon. No doubt, so Osbones is the culprit. Remember that our goal isn't to arrest the criminal, but to restore the true timeline. In this case, it provides that Axel survived and Oz isn't charged with a major crime. Partial deviation cannot be restored by the time stream, but a substantial one cannot. Let's take one problem at a time. We have to figure out every detail in the case before we act. Let's find out why he wanted to kill him. Let's come back. Back to tick 1. Alright. Find Axel. Okay. Before the thing, where is he? And we know he's on this thing. So that's what he looks like. Looking for a dude with aviator glasses on. Hold on, there's Slash. There's Axel. Celebrity routine. Keep following Axel. This way. Hold on. Let's see. So they were there. I think he hadn't gone very far. What's our clue say? After meeting his fans, he went to lunch. Okay. Where is a good place to go for lunch? The pizza place. Here is a computer place. Left the plaza and went to lunch. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. I love the details in this game. So much. Like, over here there's a kitty sleeping on a table. That is freaking adorable. A useless fact. Phobia is a fear of trusting people due to past experiences with relationships gone bad. Doesn't everybody have that? There's a little thief getting ready to fly down to do our crime over here. I don't actually see him. There's a cafeteria here, but I don't see him there. The market. Dad joke. It's brave to admit you have an STD. Always clap for those folks. Cookie Romano. Nice. I do not see him. Am I just blind? Okay, so he was here. His concert is this way. And he went to get something to eat. No. Oh, that's a repair station. I mean, there's pictures of him everywhere. Why can I not find this little dude? Wait, maybe he's up here? Is this him? There's Axel. While the rest of the band was at the restaurant for breakfast, he's off to the side, texting. He seems upset. Who's he writing to? We have to get our hands on his phone so we can read those messages, but we can only do it when he doesn't have it in hand. In fact, this is one of the precautions we'll have to take so we don't inadvertently interfere with the space-time flow. Interesting. So, what does he do with his phone? Does he put it down on the table? Does he leave it somewhere? The soda rooftop, apparently. You would assume he would be going towards his concert. I have absolutely nowhere. After lunch, he had fun driving around the city with the band. Okay, so he's driving. Driving what? Oh, here we go. He's rocking out with the band. Alright. Then, where was I? Concert is up here. Should be getting ready for the concert. Is somebody taking a photo with his phone? Oh no, he set it down. Here it is. Found it. There it is. I'll connect the operating system of that piece of technological antique so I can extract the information we need. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of those Where's Waldo books. Macro details. Scanner subroutine loaded correctly. Unlock the phone. Oh, we have to make a fingerprint. That is... okay. Just as we suspected, Oz was kicked out of the band due to economic issues related to song copyrights. The last messages are full of threats. You were going to say the same thing? The threats he sent are an act of felony. If we can link him to the messages, then have him arrested for a crime less serious than murder. That should be enough to restore the true timeline. Okay, we're going to simple term. We can trace Oz's location. Okay, let's click this. Go here. Here. It's not a very difficult game. It's just kind of interesting. So he disposed of his phone. Oh. Oz had already disposed of it. Now we have to find out where he was. Okay. Go back. Now we have to find out Oz. Alright, fuzzy guy with a beard. With a phone in your hand somewhere. Okay. Here he is. Yep. 9 minutes. So after this case, basically. He was walking and texting at the same time, which is then one of the major causes of death. That's not our issue, though. He's using his phone. Now we can link him to the threats Axel received and alert the police. Yeah, great job. We've solved our first real case. We should celebrate. Very nice. Hey, wait, but what? I'm getting some weird interference in the flow of space-time. It's as if something is distorted. We need to check this. It could be a malfunction in my system, or it could be something worse. I don't know if it auto-saves. I don't even know if I can get to a menu. The distortions in the time flow seem to be related to Oz Bones. Has to be connected. Find him. He's right here. Intruder. But what? Have you seen it too? Are my sensors acting funny? There's a person next to him, an intruder who seems to come from, well, outside the time flow. I can't stabilize the image because it disappeared when my system tried to pull information from it. However, traces of his intervention remain in the time flow. Watch him carefully. The anger he feels isn't natural. It must have been caused by the intruder. These are questions we must answer. First, we have to file the case and go back to the main screen of my system. Then we can continue this discussion. Oh, and I'll get rid of the stupid language back. We won't have any more time for jokes, I'm afraid. Well done, detective. Cool. That was unsettling. I have no record of a similar entity in my database. We're facing something completely new, so I'm afraid this will be a long, complex mystery to solve. Let me install a little upgrade. Done. I've added the details about the strange happenings surrounding the last case on board. We still can't grasp the nature of the mysterious figure, but at least we have some understanding of what his powers are. I suggest we call him Rage for the meantime. Alert! New Nexus event detected. Okay, now an explanation is in order. Under normal circumstances, the true timeline is naturally resilient and can adjust itself if minor or rare changes occur. If too many quantum alterations were to happen in a small time frame, history could break apart. These concentrations of changes to the true timeline are called Nexus events. We need to identify and revert any alteration made to the proper course of history, and we have to do it now. Okay, so that would be the next thing. Let's go here. I think it is saved automatically. So what we're going to do is I am sort of at the end of where I was going to play this game. We're going to switch to the next game, which is called Forever Skies. So let me switch over to a chatting screen so I can get everything fixed. Yeah, we're going to quit that game.